The Indian Army is playing an important role when it comes to the COVID crisis, but we have seen other crises as well. With me is the Army Chief to talk about the COVID crisis as well as what is happening at the borders. Let me start with what is happening in our northern borders. We have seen skirmishes in northern Sikkim and also in Ladakh. If you can talk us about what has exactly happened on the ground.
Well, you see, just earlier this month I had gone to Sikkim, and after that I've also gone to the Southwestern Command that is on our western front. And I'm glad to say that at both places we are totally prepared, operationally ready to take on whatever tasks we have to do, whether it is to safeguard our borders or whether to come in the help of the civil administration to tide over this COVID crisis. As far as the situation on the northern borders are concerned, I would not call it skirmishes. I would rather say these are face-offs, and these face-offs have been happening in the past also, and there is nothing new about it. There are different perceptions on where the line of actual control runs in these areas. So obviously we patrol up to where we believe the LAC is, and the PLA too comes to where they think the LAC runs. And when we come face to face, when we are at the same place at the same time, that is when such face-offs occur. But these, as I said, have been occurring earlier too. It is just by chance that this has occurred near simultaneously at a number of places in Ladakh and in Sikkim. But we should not read too much into this, that that it is not part of some coordinated action or anything like that. It's just a matter of coincidence that these have happened at the same time. Nor should we read any greater picture into it, that this is because of any national or international situation that is prevailing. It is just something which has been happening in the past, and I'm sure we will be able to deal with it as and when such incidents occur. We have various protocols in place to handle such situations, and these have been successful always in diffusing these situations as and when they have happened. And we will continue to follow those, and we ensure that peace and tranquility is maintained in the border areas.
So my second question is on the COVID crisis. The Indian Army is playing an important role. You have built a lot of quarantine camps. People who have come from abroad have been put in these camps. So if you can elaborate about what the Indian Army is doing when it comes to the national coordination efforts in dealing with the COVID crisis.
Well, we have been doing a lot to help out our countrymen, and I will say it is not just the Indian Army, but the Navy and the Air Force have also played an equally important part in making sure that our national effort is well coordinated between not only the armed forces but all the other organs of the government. As far as the Army is concerned, we have been helping out right from day one. In fact, one of the first camps to be set up at Manesar was done by us, where the students from Wuhan had been evacuated and placed in quarantine. Thereafter, we have opened camps in Jaisalmer, Jodhpur. Even the camp in Delhi at Narela has been looked after by us. And all told, we have established a number of such camps, as have the Navy and the Air Force, to take care of all the persons who need to be put in the quarantine and who need to be tested before they can be sent to their homes. So this is one aspect that we have been doing. In addition, we have also earmarked specific hospitals to look after the COVID patients, and also earmarked specific beds in various hospitals should there be an overflow from the dedicated hospitals in times to come. But we hope that the situation will not reach those proportions where these beds would need to be used. But we have enough capacity to deal with any such surge that happens. Mm-hmm. Apart from that, it is our families have also been playing a role. They have also been making masks, making food packets, distributing rations to people in need. Our NCC has also stepped in. NCC cadets have also risen to the occasion. More than 11,000 volunteers have stepped up, and taken various initiatives assisting in traffic control and such like issues. They have also prepared more than 5,000 food packets, distributed masks, and generally come to the aid of civil society at large. So this has been a total team effort and to help our citizens who are in need.
It's a team effort. But, sir, are you concerned about personals being infected with COVID? If you can give us details, are personals at the border infected with COVID?
Well, as soon as this COVID, news had started filtering in, we had been watching what is happening globally, and we in the army had taken very proactive measures to ensure that we do not get affected. In this, we are lucky also, but there are some disadvantages also. When I say lucky, we are lucky that we are deployed in far-flung places, on the borders, in inaccessible areas, and because of that, we have been able to keep ourselves safe. But conversely, the disadvantage is that the way we operate, per force, we have to stay in close proximity to each other, so sometimes social distancing and other norms cannot always be followed. But by virtue of all the actions that we have taken and the advisories that we have issued, it is because of that that we have been relatively incident-free, and the majority of the incidents which have actually occurred are in the people who are providing assistance to the COVID patients and in the hospitals. But I'm very happy to say that there is not a single operational unit which has been affected in whatsoever manner by the COVID.
So coming to Kashmir, we have seen the Handwara encounter, we have seen situation in terms of terrorism, cross-border terrorism, creating a delicate situation. What is the current situation on the ground in Kashmir? Do you think that it will further deteriorate as the summer arrives?
Well, post abrogation of the Article 370 and the ongoing winter months, there was definitely a drop in all parameters of violence. But as is the pattern with the improvement in the weather and the snows melting, once again infiltration has increased, and correspondingly the incidents which have occurred are a reflection of that. But we are well poised to take on any of these short-term, I would not call them spikes, but stray incidents which are bound to happen. But there is no doubt that terror launch pads and terrorists continue to be there across the line of control, and we are closely monitoring that situation, and we will take appropriate actions to make sure that all these attempts are foiled, whether on the LC or in the hinterland.
So, do you think Pakistan is going to change its strategy? Because it doesn't seem that Pakistan is changing, whether it's here in Kashmir, where there are a number of terror attacks, or whether it's in Afghanistan, because we have seen a major terror attack in Afghanistan itself.
Well, I can't really comment on what their policy would be, but I can only hope that they do change their policy and realize that the only way our two countries can prosper is if we have peace amongst ourselves, and we must look beyond the short-term gains and see what is best for the people on both sides.
So, my final question to you is, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has talked about self-reliance. How is the Indian Army making sure that it becomes self-reliant?
We have always been at the forefront and championing the cause of self-reliance and the Make in India initiative. I'm happy to say that as far as the Indian Army is concerned, over 70% of our orders, both by volume, that is the number of orders, and by cost, that is the cost of these projects, more than 70% of these have gone to Indian companies, and we will further improve upon this and make sure that we give a good fillip to the Make in India project.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION. And clearly, the message by the Army Chief is that when it comes to the COVID crisis, the Army is ready in every way possible when it comes to the national coordination or making sure that this crisis, as long as this crisis is there, the Army is present behind the country.